Welcome back to the Steelers franchise rebuild, a series that feels like it is testing me, pushing me to my limit. How much can I really handle before I truly lose my mind trying to get this team to a Super Bowl? We have made the playoffs twice. We are now in season 9. This team looks pretty good right now, right? We got some good players, but we just don't win games the way that we're supposed to. We're approaching the trade deadline today, have a number of aging, expiring free agents at the end of the season. Are we headed towards a potential reset button on this franchise? I guess we're going to find out today what could be in the cards as we start against the Chicago Bears, a team that grades out on paper a few overall worse than us. But we got our own problems to deal with, guys. We have the 31st ranked running game, the 30th ranked scoring offense. Sean Mickens has 12 carries for 18 yards this year, and this is after just a couple of years ago he ran for 1,400 yards. I don't think he's washed. He's like 25, 26 years old. But you know what? I got back in the playbook today. I didn't even want to say it early in the video because I'm sure you're tired of hearing it. Oh, he's back in the playbook again. Didn't fix it the last time. What's going to make this one any different? Well, I did take out some of the stretches, added a few more interior runs, and on the first down passing game, I tried to switch up some of our passing concepts to not be so middle of the field focused. We're going to use the strong arm of Marquise McLeod to try and get the ball outside the numbers a little bit more and to use the entire field instead of just calling mesh or different levels variants over the middle. We can mix it up a little bit. And in my weekly loadouts, we're going to use a lot more ratings-based abilities. The two abilities here, Riot Shield and People Movers, will get us a significant run and pass block upgrade. We're going to use the Pressure Posse ability. That should give us a nice pass rushing boost. And why not Field General? Maybe the accuracy boost will be nice. With the way quarterbacks are regressing in this game, it's a ridiculous bug where quarterbacks are seeing regression at the end of every year in franchise. And it's not just the older quarterbacks, it's all the quarterbacks, every single one. I mean, all these boosts that we have make our offensive linemen actually look incredible. Eddie Reyes is here playing as an 89 overall, with boost taking his ratings. I guess 81 pass block with a boost doesn't feel like it's all that high. His pass block power is good. His run block ratings are pretty solid. The next milestone for us is to hit the trade deadline and then see, does it make sense to trade anybody at that stage, or do we look like a team that might be able to make a run this year? Too early to say. 3 games in. We got work to do. I'm sure a rain-soaked game at Soldier Field is just what our offense needed to function normally again. Let's see how the game begins. Let's set the tone for the episode, everybody. Welcome back to the Steelers franchise rebuild. The ball is at the 30. We are throwing over the middle. It's Justin Guerrero. Now we run for the first time, and into a defender. He's quickly bottled up. Evan Lynch, no gain. Spreading out the defense now, and stepping up is McLeod. There he goes for a first down, all the way to the 50-yard line. Straight ahead. Here's a running lane now, and Evan Lynch has 9. He runs to the right, Lynch to the outside now, and there's 6. I know there are many that don't really like that I've given so much more of the workload to Lynch, as the pass is caught by Justin Guerrero. Just with seeing the way the things went last year with this team and then the preseason Lynch had, I am desperate for some positivity with this team, and we are getting a pretty good start from Lynch here in this game. I do want to get Mickens' workload up. He's averaging about 4 carries a game right now. And I'd like us to, in general, be running the ball more than we have been. Stuffed here on second and short. It creates third down. We have 2 tight ends on the field. Lynch is the running back. He's got it, and on the second effort, he will convert. Mickens now, up the middle. There we go. Touchdown, Steelers. That wasn't too bad for the worst running game in football. Big play, Chicago, and that was Caleb Williams hitting a 25-yard pass. Remember, their running back is Caleb Johnson, who I think is fresh off like a 1,300-yard season or something good. He's had a lot of success. He's a superstar now in Chicago. Here is Roderick Barber wiping out a jet sweep. Defense trying to keep them from matching an opening drive touchdown, but it's Caleb Johnson. Forward momentum to the 5. What a play that was by Andrew McElroy. He took out the lineman and Caleb Johnson in one move. And now 4 yards out. Caleb looking toward the end zone as he throws it just short. And on 4th and goal, the Bears will leave their offense on. Caleb Johnson deep in the backfield. Oh, they have a 6th offensive lineman on. That's a lineman motioning left. Caleb Johnson, touchdown, Chicago. Tie game. Joey Riddick has catches of 11 and 12 yards to bring us into Chicago territory. Yeah, this play is one that I keep thinking is going to work. It's this halfback stretch, and the hit rate on it doesn't seem to be all that high. I've seen Westbrook, whiff on some blocks, and again, it looks like he's the reason why it didn't work, although there was going to be another defender behind him, so I don't know, maybe this one just isn't the move. I don't want every run to be inside zone or halfback dive, but it feels like the other runs are just so, like they have such a low floor. And now McLeod extends the play. He is boxed in, throws incomplete. 3rd down and 10, got to make a play, and over the middle it is incomplete. They're all over Bud Cage. That's not good. Bears just hit a 44-yard touchdown and have grabbed the lead. Now this is where you'd expect Marquise McLeod to really be at his best in the 2-minute drill, spreading the field. Got all these playmakers. But in these rainy games, we tend to see that receivers have to make contested catches. They do not separate as much. We do have Jamison Williams on the field here on 3rd and 6, and McLeod fires over the middle. What a play, Guerrero. He fires outside. There's a pinpoint throw to Joey Riddick. And I think one area where I haven't let McLeod really play enough is throwing outside the numbers. He has a strong arm, and he can make those plays happen. He takes off now. Another successful scramble. Wish he'd slide and protect himself a bit better. Now in the red zone, here's the pressure. Christmas picking himself off the ground as Clay Marshall gets the sack, and we lose a ton of time getting back to the line. McLeod will dump it. Cage. He makes it inside the 10. No more timeouts, though, for the Steelers. Do not botch this chance. As he throws to the end zone. Pulling it down is Antoine Westbrook. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This actually has been a pretty impressive game. We've got a couple impressive drives anyway. I'll take that. Pittsburgh, 3rd quarter, they're into Bear territory. The run goes to Mickens. He is hit pretty quickly. I don't think running backs have been hit quicker in any Madden than this one. They just swarm. 3rd down and 8. Heavy blitz coming. That is open to Cage. He holds on. Throwing on 1st down, a deep drop, and just got it out to Sterling Peterson inside the 10. For some reason, he's a guy that always seems open, and he has like 72 speed. I don't understand. 2nd and 2, inside, and Lynch will score. Can't say we've seen Mickens and Lynch find the end zone in the same game. maybe ever. It's a little bit different game, you know. Our offense is actually coming to play. It's the defense that needs to protect the lead. They were not able to hold late against the Ravens. I don't pin that entire game on them, but they did give up a game-winning touchdown in the final minute of the game. Bears now running it at us with Caleb Johnson, who has 47 yards on the day. That's been contained. Heading left. Chased down on the play by Manu Andrade. Big 3rd and 10. Caleb Williams steps up and trips. It's a sack for Andrew McElroy. And the Bears actually punt from there. And in the Super Sim, there must be some nasty wind. I'm sure, a 45-plus yard kick in this weather is not easy. We haven't had many games, though, where the offense has a chance to put it away. Up 7, plus territory, 6.5 to go. There's space for Lynch now. Bouncing off of Bears down to the 32. J-Mo and Riddick are the receivers as it's intercepted. He threw it right to him. Wheeling out to midfield, the Bears will take over. I have a feeling there were some collisions here, as that's something else that's quite common here in this game. And since they've redone some of the gameplay, paths cross so much, players pick each other all the time, and we're talking teammates, you know. So that's supposed to be accounted for when they're building the plays and accounting for just spacing of players. But you know, you got an edge here who bumps Westbrook, so that's really the main thing that throws this off probably. But this stuff just happens all the time. Running for a loss is Caleb Johnson. Chris Leonard was there. That's to the outside. A problem there. Colston Loveland. Yeah, it might be better to throw more outside. Get true isolated matchups instead of these messy middle of the field pick situations. They do it again and pick up 4. Oh boy, Caleb Williams gets dropped. What a play. Jordan Birch slams him down to force 4th down. Again, the Bears are kicking. This should be a go for it, though, honestly. Definitely got to account for some of the weird oddities here when a team is willing to, pass up a field goal try. The alternative shouldn't just be punt. Go for it needs to also be an option. I do think in general the game has improved, like timeout usage, before the 2-minute warning. Down goes McLeod. And then we see them far more willing to go for it on 4th downs, but there's like another level for it to reach. 3.5 to go in the game. Bears should get the ball back, honestly. But on 2nd and long, not so fast. Flying is Riddick past the defense. What a connection. He's off to a slow start this year the first 3 weeks. I thought the slot role would unlock something. That's the play of the year for Joey Riddick. And now we are inside the 30 and in much better shape to end this game. Chicago out of timeouts, and it's 3rd down as McLeod settles over the middle and Riddick lost forward progress. Oh boy, we're going for it here. I'd like a sneak. How about Bradley Dugans, the fullback? And that is going to be your ball game. The fullback with the exclamation point on a win that'll get us back to 500. I'm actually very happy with that win. The offense had a good game when the conditions were that tough, and we were more balanced. That's what I'm looking for, is true balance. I don't need the run game to carry the offense. I need it to work together. More long possessions. McLeod 21 of 30 for 261 yards. Evan Lynch had 62. Mickens 4 for 23. We need to up his carries. I thought having Lynch as RB1 and Mickens as 3rd down RB1 would make a better split, but I must just have too many runs that are focused on the RB1 here in the playbook. Joey Riddick, 139 yards receiving. And then a multi-sack game for Andrew McElroy. Hey, Marquise McLeod is here doing the interview, still in his game uniform. After a winless start, you're now back to 500. Yes, that's back-to-back wins. What does that turnaround mean for the locker room? Coach has us believing in ourselves. You can feel the shift across the whole organization. Yeah, after 8+ years, a 2-game win streak feels like a fresh start for this team. Thank you, but it's all the players, if I'm being honest. These guys kept their head high. You have all our attention now. Everyone loves an underdog. I don't want to be an underdog. No, if you want to see a real team of underdogs, just be patient. Wanted to discuss Joey Riddick and his usage in the game plan. Yeah, that was a pretty solid game. Let's choose a new goal. I want to see what my options are. 150 yards is quite a bit. I think 6 catches and a $125. Yeah, let's go for that. And this is to get his depth trait back to superstar. Now, the Packers have an 88th overall defense, apparently. We'll see if we can look good for another week. You know, back-to-back wins. Feels like the season's kind of getting under control. I have a couple good cornerbacks here in Roman Slate, Andrew Gaines, Javon Bullard at free safety. Defensive tackles are getting banged up, man. I think we'll be okay, though, after a little bit of rest. Much better weather in this matchup as we take on the Green Bay Packers. Can we make it 3 consecutive wins? Evan Lynch comes in with moderate risk of injury. We're going to reduce his workload and let Mickens get back in that starting spot, basically, today. And we're going to get him. No, it's a fake. And now a pass outside. It's there. Guerrero matched up with a linebacker. And there's one of those plays I talked about, you know, going outside the numbers. I think could unlock some more things in this passing game. Ooh. Yep, I got good vibes from that carry right there. I've seen enough. He looked fast. You know, I just need to see 1 or 2 carries. I'll tell you if he's got it that day. 2nd and 5. It's going to be a throw out to Mickens in space. And I can't believe he even got positive yards there. 3rd and 4. Let's start strong. There's Westbrook now. 1st down. Lynch does check into the game, and McLeod, oh boy, that really should have been picked. This guy loves throwing to Justin Guerrero, though. You know, I don't know about Guerrero's fit as an outside receiver in this offense. I do think he'd be better as a slot. Mickens slips a tackle, and then ends up at the 23-yard line. 3rd and 2, it is Mickens, and Sean Mickens has a 1st down. 2nd and long, Cage. I swapped the positions of Cage and Guerrero. Just kind of wanted to see something in the targets that they would get. 3rd down and 8, and in trouble, 72 wrecks it there. Jake Weber forced a TFL on 1st down, and then the drive-ending sack. Picking it up with the Steelers again after getting a turnover at the Packer 21. 3rd down. Packers send pressure. It's there and caught. Standing in, knowing he's going to get absolutely destroyed in the pocket. And that is Antoine Westbrook. Ball at the 1. Lynch in the backfield. Dugan's ahead of him. It's a fake. And another sack for Weber. 2nd and goal from the 9. And sacked again. Just stay away from the edges. 17 yards away. And he's putting it up. Jump ball. Oh, that was such a good throw, too, for Cage. I'm not mad. Fumble. That's another turnover. Back-to-back turnovers for Green Bay. You guys cannot just play soccer, though. You've got to score a touchdown. Here's McLeod from the 14. They protect him. And that's Cage. Sterling Peterson is on the field. And we're going to run it to the right. And they're all over Mickens, who's getting a much better workload today. That's 8 carries. Throwing on second down. Out to Mickens. Made a miss. Oh, what a move. That is nasty. Sean Mickens. Touchdown. They can't touch him. The clock speeds up for McLeod when Christmas is beat. But he gets it out there. Mickens with a nice move. Doesn't go out of bounds, and then he's going to spin back in. Man, that's the Sean Mickens that we all know. Sacked by McElroy. The defense is teeing off right now. All right, got to remember there's another side of the ball. We should watch the defense too. I've been mainly impressed so far by the rookies. As Gaddis hits a pass to the outside, and that's going to take the Packers down to the 11. I've been very impressed so far with number 31, Malcolm Sands, making a lot of good tackles, being in the right place, making plays in coverage. He's going to be off your screen here. Defending the Packers, trying to reach the end zone. Quarterback is a quarterback I've never really seen before, as Charleston just got beat down to the 1. Andrew Gaddis. I don't know where Jordan Love is, but the Packers are knocking on the door. And special delivery. Green Bay has the touchdown. Marquise McLeod sacked. Jake Weber, man, this guy can really play. I guess we weren't serious there. Oh, McElroy. What is that? How does a defensive lineman have that much of a penalty? Is it like roughing the passer on top of a completed pass? 1st and 10. And the Packers clawing back in this game, struggling to run. We've had a really good run defense. Gaddis under pressure and dropped. Jordan Birch. 3rd and 18 to the outside, and Bernal with good coverage. It's incomplete. Field goal try for Green Bay, and they've put on the last 10 points. All the momentum on Green Bay's side here as they continue to get stops and put together drives into Pittsburgh territory. Let's take it to the 4th. Gaddis back to pass. Knocked down by the leaping Jalen Dalton. On the run. Hurtling through the hole. I respect it. 1st down Packers, and now Dalton is hurt. Gaddis wide open. Matthew Golden, and Charleston is having one of his first real tough games in his career. Touchdown Green Bay. He got picked. Yeah, guys are always colliding here in the middle of the field. More than ever. Marquise McLeod is going to throw it to Sean Mickens. Look at all that green there. It's a first. It's the first time he's looked like Sean Mickens in 2 years, honestly. From the 48-yard line, he's going to run outside, bounce off one. I think I got to give up on this play and just rip it out. Theoretically, though, it was a really good play. You should have seen some of the runs in my head that he had. 2nd down and 12. Now we're going to go out to Lynch, and Packers do a good job keeping him from finding a crease. That play has gotten us some really good comebacks after bad 1st down plays. And now it's 3rd and 10. Here's one going downfield. It is incomplete through the hands of Cage. Sacked by Jordan Birch. Ooh, they just had there was an injury on the play. And the Packers now, they've had a good run in this game. Now facing 3rd and 16. And they're going deep with it now. Down the field. And it's broken up at the last second. Running inside, but nowhere there for Mickens. Wow, 178 yards. Sir, are you lost? Well, free play. Who cares what happens here? And you know what? It's a good run anyway. It'll stand. Oh, just got it out, and an open field tackle on Lynch. Now under 7 minutes to play. Bud Cage there at the top again. Throwing over the middle. It's in there for Joey Riddick. I forgot about his scenario, but given our lack of passing yards, I can't think he's in play for it. A $125 would take a big catch at some point. As we go draw, Mickens has a crease and 10 more. Here's McLeod. He throws, end zone! Touchdown, Bryce Whitaker, the 5th rounder. He's rotated in a few times, and that is a money ball there from Marquise McLeod. 2nd touchdown on the season. I think I have him set up to be the 2nd slot receiver, and my auto subs are, they're in a place where guys are going to rotate out after a long drive or a couple of catches, and it gives guys like that a chance to actually play instead of having an entire season where 3 receivers make all the receptions. We lead, and it's a darn good game. Gaddis on the roll gets, he, hesitated there. Gaddis, 3rd down and 4, and not on the same page there. Bernal again targeted. Green Bay's going to punt it. A big play here to Joey Riddick would be colossal. Ball at the 20. Westbrook falling forward. 1st down. And the run inside. It clears for Mickens. Another 1st down carry. Christmas is down. St. Nick heads to the sideline. We fake it. Oh boy. Yep, not good. I don't think you should run a play action boot to the side where your tackle just got removed from the game. Bad timing there, guys. It couldn't have been much worse. All right, 2nd down and 12. We're going to keep it on the ground. It's going to be Mickens trying to get loose. And the Packers trying to get one more drive. 3rd down and 15. Here it is. Westbrook broke a tackle. He's got the 1st down. What an effort. I saw Christmas there back in the game doing his best to hold up. There was just enough time to deliver the ball. Packers out of timeouts. Now a 1st down would end the game. 8 yards away. Sean Mickens inside. Wrapped up. Here it is, guys, trying to secure a 3-game win streak. And McLeod hits Riddick, and that'll be it. 3 consecutive wins for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We had a period in this game where we just couldn't get much going, but 20-17, hard-fought win. Packers lose. It's a good day. Marquise McLeod continues to play some of his best football when I am at my breaking point in this series. And Sean Mickens went for 23 carries, 91 yards. That was a good game. I'm happy with his performance today. Westbrook, 5 for 70. I love when we can highlight him in the passing game. Joey Riddick only made 2 catches. It's hard to fathom him having games with that light of production. Gave up a lot of sacks in this game, though. I know that was a frustrating game, but don't let it get to you. You still made the game-sealing catch. Just going to regroup and take it out on the next team. That's what I'm talking about. And what better team than the Cleveland Browns? Hey, look, Joe Book makes his first appearance of the day, and I wanted to show you all something. I know when I talk about him being a free agent, the talk is always, the prophecy is him becoming, our quarterback at some point, right? That's what everybody seems to think. He has been re-signed by the Chargers. 3 years, $14.6 million. You got to hold out for more money, Joe. You're making it too easy on him. How are the Chargers, by the way? Let's do a little standings recap. The Steelers at 3-2 are behind the Ravens and Bengals, both at 4-1. And the Chargers are currently 2-3. Again, upgrading the center, Rasheem Washington, in his second year. He's got an ability slot. Yeah, we've got to take care of that. It's not often you run into superstar linemen. We're going to use this Run Protector ability. This will reduce the rusher's chances of using a quick block shed in the running game. That sounds pretty good for a center. And we're going to use the Pass Protector equivalent of it for quick sheds there. While we're at it, let's go to Nick Christmas then. And, oh yeah, Riddick is he's went from X Factor to Superstar, so I was wrong. He's not trying to get to Superstar. But Nick Christmas, yeah, I don't think the Screen Protector one is going to matter. And actually, this one here against linebackers and DBs, yeah, these are not the abilities that he needs. We're going to go with Lifeguard to defend against swim and club moves, as if he had an additional resistance point. I don't really know what the resistance points are about. And let's go with Fool Me Once, the ability to gain blocker resistance points at a faster rate. And the play that I need to take out of the playbook here is this strong eye, close flex, halfback stretch. Goodbye. Moving things along here, we're into the game against the Cleveland Browns now. Christmas just got hurt again. We couldn't score a first half touchdown, but we are knocking on the door now in a 5-point game. Pittsburgh looking for their 4th consecutive win. Marquise McLeod brings Joey Riddick in motion. Looks like Christmas is back in, by the way. And he's going to swing it out to Joey Riddick, spinning his way inside the 15. Third down for the Steelers, and McLeod spins around, fires, and it's broken up. Westbrook almost had it. Cleveland with the ball in Steeler territory. They face third down, and it's a run, bottled up by Derek Harmon. Good protection here, and that is Westbrook now for 6 yards. I want to say Marquise McLeod's having a pretty fine episode. Third and short, and Mickens gets us enough. He's at 8 carries, 32 yards. So the run game does feel like it's taken a step forward today. It doesn't look like one of the worst in the league now. To the outside for Sterling Peterson. McLeod under pressure, and I think he's actually handled it pretty well in a lot of cases. Westbrook has 9 catches. We've seen some quick reactions with some short outlet passes. First down, and Lynch is in the game, bursting through the middle into the secondary with a great run to the 31-yard line. A field goal would put us back in front, but wouldn't make me feel all that comfortable. 31 yards from the end zone. McLeod gets it out again. Guerrero. That's a third down run that I don't love. And that's going to bring on Nathan McKee. No touchdowns for Pittsburgh, but a chance to go on top. 45-yard try. McKee's kick is good. Here's Marcus Beverly under pressure. A short pickup, again setting up third down for Cleveland. And if they fail, I think there's enough time where they would just punt the ball. Can we get off the field? Beverly pressured. Birch brings him down. For the last few years, that position has been an area of strength with Jalen Phillips, and then we moved on to Jordan Birch, brought him back to do it all over again. Let's see us try to end this now. 4-minute offense. A chance to put together some first downs and end the game without them touching the ball again. We'll start with a pass to Guerrero. 5 yards. We run on second down, and that got messy. Yeah, he was able just to put a shoulder in Mickens. So third down. Two receivers, bottom of the screen. Where do we go? It is caught. No! Through his hands. Bud Cage. I think we're seeing with Guerrero and Cage that they're both a little too inconsistent. I think they're more number 3 receivers than they are number 2. Beverly. That's a lot of time that eventually runs out and Barber sacks him. Can't let him get a field goal, obviously, so that's a big start, followed by a pass that is caught back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 for Beverly. Looks to the middle, and it's batted down. 4th down at the 2-minute warning, and Cleveland will leave the offense on. We're playing just a standard look here. 2 deep safeties. Beverly blitzed, and it's caught. Threw it right on the rookie Malcolm Sands there, right in front of him. And the Browns get a 1st down, and now look to put this in field goal range. Beverly steps up in the pocket. He can run inside the 40, well into field goal range, and that causes Pittsburgh to begin calling timeouts. Beverly to throw. Oh, that's a huge catch. Forces us to use a timeout. Throwing again in space. Force him out. Took 3 defenders to make the tackle, and now we are out of timeouts. They really should not pass the ball here, but a 1st down could leave it all up to a field goal. Feels like a pass. Beverly over the middle, running away from Charleston. And now it's going to be all on Cleveland. Let him in the end zone, guys. Beverly is sacked. For the first time, I'm not happy to see us record a sack. They just continue to throw. I guess it's 4th down now. Horrid clock management by Cleveland. So we will have the ball again. But a chip shot field goal for the lead. And Cleveland is back on top. I kicked it into the end zone. That's a good touchback. So, you need a big sideline pass to Bud Cage. Just run a corner route down there. McLeod steps up, fires the other way, and it's batted down. Nathan McKee. Can we set him up for a game-winning field goal? You got to go outside the numbers. And here we go with 13 seconds left. And had to avoid a sack. Instead, this is all going to come down to a Hail Mary and hoping that there's a pass interference call or a crazy catch. Here it is. McLeod throws a wobbler, underthrown, and that's the game. The Browns got the pressure so quickly he couldn't let it develop any further, and our win streak ends there. First loss of the day, failed to score a touchdown. So not everything is fixed, and that was certainly a very winnable game. We were good on 3rd down. You know, had a decent day overall, just couldn't put it in the end zone. I guess the run game could have been much better. The McLeod rushing numbers make it look much more efficient. Big game here against Detroit and their high-powered offense. They have one of the better running games in football. They're actually not scoring that many points, but the defense is playing well. They still have Jahmyr Gibbs. We have them and the Raiders going into the trade deadline. I feel a lot better about the team right now than I did at the start of the episode, but are we going to be, in good shape record-wise going into the deadline? Detroit just hit a big touchdown there, 41-yard run as one of the better running teams in football. Early on, 10-0. Got to find an answer. 3rd and 5, Marquise McLeod with time. Fires to the end zone. Knocked away. Detroit inside the 5 again. Touchdown, Tracy Betts. We've had a bit of a touchdown drought that needs to end. Driving here down 14, giving it to Mickens, who has at least a few here. 48 on his first 9 carries. Picking up the pressure, and now hitting the first down. Caught. Is that Sanford? To the air, and scrambling. Here he goes, and actually protected himself. 3rd and 4, McLeod throws over the middle, and there it is, Antoine Westbrook. The more he catches the ball, the better a day we're usually having. Interception, Chris Leonard in the second half, and things are beginning to get interesting. We've got Jamison Williams, the former Lion, on the field. From the 23, inside, and space opens up. Mickens dashes to the 11. Now Evan Lynch's turn, right up the middle, puts a move on the safety and ties this game. This tandem has never played better together than today. We jumped to the 4th quarter. I thought we were going to see Dan Campbell go for it, but instead he sends out his kicker to drill a 59-yard field goal. Good protection, and the pass is dumped over the middle. Why do we have 97 yards passing? There's a run from Mickens that gets 3. I love these zone split runs, one of my favorites between CFB and this game. Now a fullback dive, Bradley Dugans. We're throwing underhand, a shovel pass, and Westbrook's rumbling. Heading outside, Westbrook. I think I've got to focus on developing his blocking a little bit more. I thought that would be more of a strength, but when he's kind of the difference maker, whether he makes the play or not, you know, we got to see him more successful. And now 3rd down and 2. We go shotgun 3 wide. This could be anything. And we're heading to the air with pressure on McLeod. Josh Wright is the Lions quarterback. He lines up under center in a tie game. Another close one as Wright drops back, fires. Incomplete. That's a run to Jahmyr Gibbs, and you've got to get him on the ground quickly. Easier said than done. 3rd and 10. Can we get our defense a stop? Pressure from Barber. What a rush. That was an incredible play by our best defensive player. Good chance at a return here. Guerrero. That's why he's on special teams. Because with the ball in his hands, he's better post-catch than pre-catch. 50 yards now in front of us as we try to take the lead. We couldn't get that touchdown against Cleveland late. And, man, this play has worked pretty well for much of the year, but a couple times it's gone wrong today. 2nd down and 17 now, and Christmas gets beat. It is caught. What a catch! Justin Guerrero. That was one of the best catches I've seen him make. 26 yards away now. Mickens out on the edge. Nice block by Sterling Peterson. 20 for 90. Play action. It is held on to by Riddick. Back to pass. Swung out. Room to cut it up. Mickens inside the 5. Great ball placement there by Marquise McLeod. You got to put the ball in the right spot on those types of plays. Straight ahead. Dugans through a block, but Lynch doesn't get there. Mickens the running back. But a pass. Trouble! McLeod sacked. Too much pressure off the edges this season. 3rd and goal from the 10. We've hit the 2-minute. Handoff on 3rd down. And we're going to have to trust our defense. Nathan McKee is on. So this team is playing a lot of close games again. This does feel like it's at least a better brand of football. It feels like there's something though missing. Like there's one missing piece to really make this click. We're running better. We're protecting the ball better. The big problem is negative plays and sacks, derailing some of these possessions. What a play by Justin Guerrero, though, to set up that field goal. And now can our defense get us to 4-3? This would be a quality win. And I wanted to end this episode with going through this game and then the Raiders, because they're another, class of the AFC type team. Detroit football. Josh Wright dumps it. Gibbs has 9. To Slaw in motion. Right. Oh, he tried to copy McLeod. His shovel pass was not successful. Half a yard to go. Gibbs stands tall, scanning the potential openings. And it's a fake. It is caught. Right. Back to pass. Is hit. And it is broken up. Was really hoping that would end up just a little bit underthrown and picked off. I want to make sure, in case we have overtime too, that I don't have a mishap with the slow sim and lose another game. 57 seconds on the clock. Wright's pass is caught, but they're still outside of field goal range. Obvious 4-down territory. Wright throws left. Charleston closes. It is 4th down. And the Lions need this or the game is over. I can't see him running it here. Josh Wright, game on the line. He slides and fires complete to Isaac Tasla. But it would still be a long field goal from here. Jake Bates has hit from 59 in this game, and from where they are, it's a 61-yard field goal. Wright, pressured, gets it out of bounds. By the way, if you're never sure quite what a field goal length would be, it's just your current yard line plus 17. That's a reliable way to look at it. Handoff, Jahmyr Gibbs. Short gain. Out of timeouts. They're going to kick it right now. All right, guys. Can we send this thing wide right, maybe? 3rd and 9. The kick from Jake Bates. On its way. And good. 15 seconds remaining. The Steelers have 2 timeouts. This kick is through the end zone. We get the ball at the 35. That last game didn't have good setup plays to try to get in field goal range. Can we do a little bit better? Got to keep him clean. Lofting up. It is caught. No, it's not. No, it's not. I got to get it right. That's sloppy. That's unprofessional. 10 seconds left. Just send it down there again. Down goes Marquise McLeod. And he's going to let time run out. We're going to overtime. Do not hit circle at this point, or you can be stuck in an infinite loop. I'm not hitting circle. I'm hitting X. Trying to get this coin toss over with. Lions call it. And they won the toss. Welcome to overtime, everybody. Detroit starts with the ball. And Josh Wright, incomplete. Charleston is all over it. You know, I haven't really seen a whole lot from Malcolm Sands today. 3rd down and 5. Josh Wright is sacked. Andrew McElroy. We'll have to wait for Malcolm Sands, I guess. And we're getting the football with a chance to simply kick a field goal and win. Nice return by Guerrero through a Lion. We're going to run it. Mickens. Oh, when he breaks out that spin, it's usually successful. Just a couple first downs is all we would need. And the run goes to Mickens. Runs into a couple Lions. Got to get 7. McLeod underneath. 4 ain't going to cut it. So, a very important punt here, actually. Roger Scioli. Can you pin him deep? Not a bad effort, but it's an okay punt. 14-yard line now for Detroit. Starts with a Quincy Boston tackle. 4 on the rush. Right. And it's very close to a first down. I think we'll see Gibbs here as we go 5 across the line. For one of the best running teams in football. Jahmyr Gibbs through the line. First down. Fake to Gibbs and caught on the run to the 50. Lions been waiting for something to open up. This is where clock management is so crucial, though. 3.5 minutes to go. Another play action. Downfield, knocked down. Bo Hayes just saved the game. Looking for Sun God. A field goal would win it, by the way, for Detroit. So we're in trouble here. Pass behind Charleston and reeled in. What a catch. Now Detroit tries to get closer. Jahmyr Gibbs. Nowhere. Oh, they got the snap off. Caught me by surprise. It's going to be a 50-yard game-winning field goal attempt. Come on. He's hit a couple long ones already. Jake Bates for the win. I thought it was Jake Bates. It's Josh Carty. Jake Bates is their actual kicker in real life. Dan Campbell and the Lions win the game. That was a good one. But unfortunate to see us fall to 3-4. Hard-fought loss. I don't really have any, like, oh, we should have done this, we should have done that. They just made a couple plays. This game was going to go either way based off 1 or 2 plays. And, you know, Tracy Betts making that catch on Charleston. That's kind of one of the deciding plays in the game. Sure wish that our one drive in overtime was better. Upgrading the rookie safety Malcolm Sands. +4 play rec. Was hoping for tackle. Maybe next time. And then we've got Matt McConnell, the right guard. McConnell's pass protector upgrade's a nice balanced one. I also wanted to check on the developments. I know on defense I wanted to see Charleston. Looks like we got star dev with him. So I was hoping, you know, maybe superstar, but if he has a good career, he'll have a chance to earn it. Especially if he were to give himself a chance to win Rookie of the Year. But he's going to need some interception, some ball production to have a chance. Usually it's a player getting high tackles or high sacks who wins it. Oh, and we got the dev too on Rakeem Kemp. That is also star development. Haven't seen a ton of him with our linebackers staying healthy this year and being one of the best duos in the league. But our next game, everybody, the fans are out, by the way. We face the Las Vegas Raiders, who are 6-1, one of the highest scoring teams in the league. Baltimore just got a win to move to 6-1, so this division is looking really strong this season. The Raiders should be without Ashton Genty in this game, a significant player to be missing. He's had the rushing title like the last 2 years in the franchise. Malcolm Sands breaks up a pass. Hudson Rhodes. The Raiders are a team that has found success with a journeyman quarterback who hits a 55-yard Zay Flowers touchdown. Next drive, more of the same. Raiders have it 3rd and 8 from the 11. Hudson Rhodes clean in the pocket, gets them inside the 2.
At the 4-yard line.
Rhodes throwing back of the end zone. That is a Zay Flowers touchdown. That's a good run up the middle for Sean Mickens. And it's been a long, long time, everybody, since we saw one like this. A 44-yard rushing touchdown. But how do you slow down this offense? They're just marching down the field every possession. Rhodes now under pressure, and it's Derek Harmon who gets there to end this possession. Steelers lose a fumble and give it right back to this incredible Raider offense. And they quickly make it 20-7. Marquise McLeod is hit and dropped. We have not found stability there at left tackle. Not at all. 3rd and 13. Looking for a play into field goal range, and Guerrero can't hold on. Oh my. 62-yard touchdown, Sean Mickens trying to save everything here in this game. Sacked by Jordan Birch. Is momentum actually shifting? So if you only count his touchdown runs, Sean Mickens is over 100 yards on the ground. We're down by just 6 with the ball at the 12. Don't take a delay here. I don't know why this happens so often. I know we have like built-in motion on some of these plays, but just like he doesn't try to snap it until there's 4 seconds on the play clock, like he's Aaron Rodgers. 3rd and 6. Protected, but knocked down. Incomplete. Raiders just went 3 and out again. We are pinned at the 1. I'm a little bit afraid to watch this. You know, I have plays in mind to try to keep us from taking a safety. Second time, though, they pin us inside the 5-yard line. And McLeod, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? You've got to get the ball out. Throw it quick there. Don't like it? Give Mickens a try. He's going to fly up the sideline there. And the Raiders are about to punch this in for a touchdown, 14-point game. 15. Running inside again, Mickens breaks through. 9 for 152. Now scanning the field, McLeod hits the open Riddick at the 20. 2 bad negative runs send us all the way back to 3rd and 19. Why are we running here? Mickens. We just had 3 straight negative runs. And now we're going for it. Okay. I guess we have to. Let it fly. Knockdown. And the Steelers will fall to 3 and 5 in our final game going into week 9. I do think we played better football today, but couldn't get it done late against the Lions, and clearly are just not on the same level as a team like the Raiders. And they don't have this elite quarterback, but he plays well within this offense and just had 343 yards passing. McLeod, 12 for 25. We ran the ball extremely well, and it still didn't make a difference. So we do not have a great record going into the trade deadline. Could we still figure some things out and be a playoff team? Perhaps. But we're the 15th place team right now in the conference. That is 1 from the bottom, guys. Does it make sense to trade any of these players at this year's trade deadline? Nick Christmas, Joey Riddick. Many of these players would be very difficult to re-sign, too. So what makes sense now at this stage of the franchise, looking ahead to the rest of the year and beyond? Leave your thoughts down below in the comments section. Here's a final look at our numbers on the day. Marquise McLeod is at 8 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. The ground game picked up today with Sean Mickens' play, so he is back as that lead running back. Justin Guerrero is our leading receiver. Seriously? How is it not Joey Riddick? They credit our tackles each with 6 sacks given up this season. And on defense, the sack leader is Jordan Birch, followed by Jalen Dalton. We have 3 interceptions as a defense. What do you think? What does this team need to do next? We are the 28th scoring team. The passing game, numbers-wise went way down today. The running numbers came up significantly. So I thought, we had a little something going here with some good wins. But then you lose a close one to Cleveland with no touchdowns. You lose a close one to Detroit. You got to find a way to be more consistent than this. So with that, everybody, thank you all for watching another episode in the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. And it sure looks like there will be a lot more on the way because we don't feel a whole lot closer to winning a Super Bowl. Everybody take care. Have a great day. I will see you in the next episode.